Welcome to practice. Today we're going to do another okido yoga inspired roll around on the floor where we work into shoulders and hips and general fatigue that we hold in the body. So before we start, you might like to be in the Japanese seiza position like I'm sitting right now. I've got my kind of glutes resting on the inside of my feet, but if that doesn't work for your body, you can be cross-legged or any position that you like. We're ideally wanting to have our spine long, back of our neck long. Just get a sense for feeling in your spine, maybe a big deep sigh. Just let yourself arrive into practice on this day. So we're going to start just by rolling from side to side, and you might think of this as your feet massaging your body or the floor if your sit bones are on the ground. See if you can invite in a little bit of fluidity. If your pelvic bone will allow it, you can even bring your sit bones down in between. Won't work for everybody. We're going to see if we can hydrate and nourish our joints, especially shoulders, especially hips. All right, let's roll the shoulders. And a big shrug. Letting go, maybe one more. And we'll interlace our fingers, roll the wrists. And then we'll see if we can take our elbows wide, draw the hands right into the body as we sigh out, push out. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Inhale to come up tall. Exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone under. Keep going. Find a rhythm with your own breath. One more time. And this time as we come up, we're going to take both arms behind the body, interlace the fingers again, draw the palms together, and take your hands down as low as they want to go. Draw your shoulder blades in this time. Keep breathing. Feel that sense of chest being open. And then when you're ready, arms come back. This time we're going to take one hand and opposite elbow, lifting up, reaching up. And then arms wide, behind the back, find the opposite elbow if you can. And then same again, lifting, reaching up. Extend wide and behind. Let's do one side at a time. We're going to bring one elbow up and hand in the middle of the shoulders. And then our other hand is going to turn the palm or turn the thumb down, knuckles to the spine. Now your hands might not connect. If they do, you might hook them together. If they don't, just grab a hold of your clothing and just take a few breaths. Take that elbow, top elbow as high as you can. Keep breathing. Let's extend the arms wide, roll, rotate. Maybe wrists as well. And then when you're ready, same on the other side. Elbow up, palm to the middle of the shoulders or as close as you can do. Turn the thumb down, knuckles to spine. Maybe the fingers connect, maybe not. Take a few breaths. And we'll extend the arms out wide, roll again, and shake it out. Okay, we're getting all this movement in the body, movement of chi, movement of our body's internal healing energy. Let's see if we can isolate a couple of our muscles. We're going to start with our pec muscles. So just press in between the ribs at the very top of your chest. You might start at the sternum in the middle and just work your way along. We're looking for points where energy might be blocked, little trigger points of myofascial tension. Myo is the word for muscle. Fascia is the connective tissue that wraps around our body. Let's find a point that's a little tight or tense. Lift the arm, take it behind the back, any movement that you like. Turn the palm up, turn the palm down. Just notice where your body might be struggling a little bit. You might choose to find a new spot. Walk the hand to another point. Just explore your body. We're encouraging chi to flow, finding places where our body might not be letting everything move as much as we need it to. All right, when you're ready, shake that arm out and just bring it onto the body. Notice how you feel. Maybe this side feels a little easier than the other. And then when you're ready, let's go to the other. Same, just pressing in between the ribs. We're just bringing our attention to this part of the body. Might not feel the same on each side. Okay, when you're ready, start to bring in that arm movement. Explore any kind of movement that you might do during the day. You might turn your palm up. You might take it down behind the back. And if you have limitations, just honor that in your own body. Everyone is unique. Better to tell the story of what you can do than the story of what you might struggle with. You might find 2 or 3 spots and just notice the difference in your body when you move from one to the next. And we'll bring that arm back onto the body. All right, something is shifting. Let's try our trapezius muscle. This one we're going to just use our hand a little bit like a hook and just hook it over the side of your neck. And we're looking for the inside of our shoulder blade. You might just squeeze a little bit down the inside of the shoulder blade. And then maybe grabbing a hold of the elbow and just pulling down. Don't need a lot of pressure with your fingers. And we'll do the same on the other side. So across the body, hooking the fingers, inside line of the shoulder blades. A lot of tension here in our rhomboid muscles. And then maybe pulling down on the elbow. Don't feel like you have to put a lot of pressure into the fingers. Just let your movement of your elbow free up a little bit of space. And we'll shake out both. Let's turn the palms all the way out, shoulder blades in, and then roll the fingers in, turn the shoulders to the front. A few more times. Okay, we're gonna roll over onto all fours and walk the hands forward, dropping the shoulders down. Just let your upper body be heavy. Tailbone can stay up in the air. And just feel that really strong sensation in the top of your shoulder. Let it be there, nowhere else we need to be. Let's take 3 breaths here. Keeping our head low. I know it's tricky because you want to look up, but thread one arm underneath the body. Head stays on the ground, but you might turn it a little to the side. So we're threading an arm underneath and then dropping our weight over the arm. And we'll take a few breaths here as well. And then slowly untangling that arm. Let's just switch. Other side comes across. Underneath the body, drop the head, maybe turn the head. Make sure there's no pressure on your neck. And we'll slowly come up. And you might like to just pad out, pressing from one hand to the other, just warming up the wrists, getting them used to a little bit of weight, shoulders stacking over the wrists. Right, let's see if we can get a bit of spiraling motion in the body. We're going to bring the knees together, feet together, like we have a tail, wag it one side, turn the neck, and then to the other. And you can do this quicker, or you might slow it down. Just let your body find whatever range of movement it has. And when you're ready, let's take our knees back to hip width. We'll take one hand to our lumbar spine. Just a loose fist, rolling the top shoulder back, stacking the shoulders, and then all the way down. Let's switch sides. And keep going side to side. Let your spine just slowly open up. Walking the hands a little further, we're going to take our tailbone up and press into a downward facing dog. You might like to just roll back into the heels, deep sigh. Maybe 2 breaths here. And we'll walk the feet in one step at a time. Take as much time as you can. And when we get there, let's just deep sigh. We're going to take our toes a little wider than our heels and then drop the tailbone down. We'll come into a squat, maybe palms together. Soften the face, just let your body sink into this strong form. Maybe 2 more breaths. All right, As you can probably imagine, we are now going to work into our hips a little bit. Let's come down to the ground, roll side to side. So today we're going to attempt some 180-degree rolls. And take your time with it. We want to be, now our shoulders are a little warmed up. We want to just see if we can connect hips and shoulders into a supportive movement through the whole body. I might come around to the side. All right. So the way this is going to go, we're going to have to look over our shoulder to get the momentum. And make sure your spine is long, your chin is tucked in a little bit. So we start with feet together, hands on our ankles. And when you're ready, turn your chin to your shoulder and then just let your body roll down all the way over and come back up, hopefully facing the other way. Keep going, play with it a little bit. So we're going to look over our shoulder. Just let the body roll, no effort. If you get stuck, you might like to then extend the leg, something like this. Reaching the leg forward to give you a little more momentum. Keep going, find your rhythm. You'll get there soon. Big sigh. No effort. Each time you go, try and slow it down. Make the movement a little more deliberate. Maybe one more each way. And when you're ready, hands come behind the body. And just opening through the hips. And we'll take both legs wide. Let's honor the range of movement your own hips might have. Come up as tall as you can. Let's walk our hands forward a little bit. Let's let our upper body hang heavy. You might curl the toes in. Let's walk our hands over to one knee, nose towards the knee. Bit of a sigh here, maybe. Feel that strong stretch down the back of the leg. And then all the way around to the other side. Take your time. Nose towards the knee. We'll come back through the center. Come up tall. Let's lean back, roll back. Keep the heels heavy if you can. Tucking the tailbone under. And then slowly coming back up. Muscles are switching on. Let's take one leg rotated out, one leg rotated in. Come up tall as you can. And this time just walking the hands behind the legs, maybe dropping the body down. Might even like to thread one arm underneath. Big sigh. And we'll walk the hands back. Lift the legs. Switch to the other side. Keep going. Follow the knees, past the knees, drop the upper body down. Maybe threading the arm under. See if you can find that same spiraling motion through the spine. And we'll come back up, walk the hands back. Open through the hips again. We're going to do one more each side. So zigzag legs. Come up tall, walk the hands past the knees. Maybe threading under. And back through the center, a new breath. Folding, twisting. All the way back, we're going to come down onto our spine. Take a moment just to let your spine be heavy. Notice how your shoulders feel, how your hips feel. We're going to start by pressing into our feet, lifting the tailbone up, and then rolling it down. Next time our spine comes up, just hold it there. And then let's take our arms overhead. Roll the spine down. This time we're going to draw the knees into the chest and wrap the arms around. We'll take our feet towards the ceiling. Arms come back. And then slowly bringing the feet back down. Keep the spine heavy if you can. All right, let's roll the spine up. Arms come overhead. Spine comes down. Knees come into the chest. Wrap the arms around. Feet press up towards the sky. Straighten the legs if you can. And then slowly bring them back down. You might like to just pause or just feel that strong sense of engagement in those deep abdominal muscles. Let's keep going. Let's find a bit of a rhythm here. One more time. And when you're ready, maybe a little rolling the knees side to side. We're going to roll onto our side, stack our arms. And you might like to just reach that top arm forward, roll it back. We're massaging our lower shoulder. Keep the head heavy to the ground. And when you're ready, breathing in. And then sigh out. Roll that hand across. Keep your knees together, feet together. You might choose to have your chin follow the arm. Big breath in, reach over the body. And then sighing out. Rolling back. Lower body stays heavy. Head stays on the ground. Let your arm be as heavy as it can be. And just moving with the breath. Next time your arms come together, let's take our lower arm under the head. Just rest on it like a pillow. Top arm becomes a big circle all the way around, as heavy as it can be, close to the ground if you can manage it. Make sure you're not putting any pressure on your neck. Keep that head really heavy. You might rotate the arm. You might change direction. You might like to, from here, just roll onto your other side. Or you might join me just coming up and then swiveling and switching sides. Either way is fine. Stack the lower body, upper body arm stack. And just start rolling that top arm forward and backward. Keeping our head heavy. Legs stay glued together. When you're ready, big sigh out. Roll all the way across, opening. Big breath in to reach towards the sky. And then sighing out. Next time your arm comes back, you might like to place the lower arm as the cushion for the head, keeping the head heavy. Big circles with the top arm. Keep those legs glued together, hips stacked. And when you're ready, rolling onto the belly. We're going to thread both arms under the body this time. And doesn't matter how low you get, just reach an arm in each direction. Just feel your shoulder blades spread apart. You might like to draw your legs together. Just let your body be heavy. And then we'll come onto our elbows, palms down. Just let the spine be heavy. Big sigh. Head comes all the way down, arms behind the body. Draw your hands together, palms together, shoulders together, legs together. Let's lift head, neck, and shoulders off. Take the hands as far away as you can. Tuck the chin. Keep drawing the legs together. Keep breathing. And if you like, you can stay here, or you might like to come down and have a rest, or you might like to add a little bit of kind of swimming Bringing the arms hovering above the ground again. Keep those thighs drawn together. We'll take our hands just outside the shoulders, pressing to the floor, coming up into a half or full cobra. Trust your own body sense of where you want to be. Maybe the arms straighten, maybe not. And then we'll roll back down, press up into all fours. Might like to do any last movements, anywhere you like, rolling through the shoulders, through the hips, the neck, lifting the whole body up and down or rolling through the spine. And when you're ready, let's come back and we'll meet right back where we started in our seated position. You might like to scan through the body. Maybe something that was deficient has gained a little more presence. Maybe something that was stuck has started to flow. Just take a moment to notice. From awareness, we make intentions that start to transform our lives. But without any awareness, that transformation tends to never happen. So just notice however you feel right now. Bring our palms together. As always, just acknowledging with gratitude, shared practice on this day. Let's bow to each other.